Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. I'm going to give another little update on my continuing progress or lack of progress in Pillars of Eternity Deadfire. I've realised from the comments and the people that have made comments on this game, on the videos I've made, that everyone's basically played this game, probably more than me. So the only way I'm going to make any particular thing about a mission is if I find something that seems to be complicated or I've got a different perspective. Otherwise I'm just going to do layman updates on how I view the game as I'm ongoing playing it. So I've finally come across negative things about this game, actually sooner than I did with Pathfinder, a lot sooner actually, and I thought I'd share them. Again, they're just things that I notice as a layman. I think that's kind of how I try to play most of the games on this channel, which is I'm new going into it, so how do I look at it, not how do I look at it if I'm really experienced playing the game. So anyway, one of the things I noticed is, firstly, I'll show you on this, I think the map in this game is properly rubbish, because there you can see the map. It's really jumbled. It's really hard to work out what's going on, where things are, where you're trying to get to. You can, I mean, it's not undoable, but lots of the writing overlaps other writing. I was thinking maybe there's a zoom in, zoom out, but I can't find it if there is. How to change the zoom in, zoom out. I'm guessing maybe there's not. But anyway, that's how it looks when I've been looking at it. And if that's the only way you can look at it, that's really rubbish, because it's really hard to work out where you're trying to go, especially if you're trying to find out what enemy ship or other ships are in different areas. You can hardly see where they are. It's really bad. And that kind of links into my next problem with the game. I like the sailing aspect a lot. I think that's quite fun. Oh, something's going to happen. Should we let it happen? Yeah, let's do this. Let this happen in video. Okay, yeah. Someone's been helping themselves to grog. She got injured in our last sea battle, I remember. So she's our navigator. So okay, she's injured. Well, we'll ask her about it, eh? That's fair enough. I would drink if I was in pain on a ship with no other painkiller solution. Now sometimes in games, especially these kind of games where there's lots of these kind of little things that happen, it's tempting to just do what you think the game kind of wants you to do, or what you think will get the best result. But I kind of decided in these kind of games where the decisions are mega to do what I think is right, or what I would do myself if I was there. So I think probably that will be the give all the crew extra grog will be the one that would go down best with the crew, but I don't see that as being fair because they're not injured, and if they were injured they would want the same, so I'm going to stand only people that are injured get extra grog. The others won't be glad to hear it because we'll probably lose some morale. Yeah, there you go, but whatever. Crew are miserable, they'd rather let her suffer as long as they get extra grog. Anyway, back to the original video point. After that interruption by the game, another thing that's not good. I like the seafaring part. I like the ship combat, but this is the island that I came to pretty early on. There is Nekataka, I think it's called anyway. However you say that. So I've been there for quite a while. I've done lots of things in that city, but there's actually places on this island. It's not that big, but the places on the island, you can see they've got, like that one's impossible. It's got like red skulls, and even the ones with one skull, they won't let you attack it. It will say you're not ready for it. And that's a weird choice in a game. All games have obviously areas. I'm not just talking about Pathfinder or these kind of turn-based games. All games have areas where you go and you're not ready for it. Cyberpunk has, Witcher has, Dragon Age has, not the current Dragon Age, I've got no idea, but Dragon Age Inquisition has, all games do. But it's kind of weird to have a very small kind of base area, like this is kind of our base area now, where we're at, with the only two really interesting places you can go. That's just the place to see what it is. It's nothing there, and it's just that's there. So the only two really places you can go to do anything that might involve leveling up or having a battle are places you're not leveled up to get to. So that's a kind of odd decision, and I found the more you sail around, there's a lot of places where you're not leveled up enough to do anything to cause a battle on land, which is again odd, because what happens then is you're doing a lot of sailing around, and the sailing's fun if you could sail and you could land somewhere, and in the kind of vicinity of your island, I get, like with all games, there'd be places far away that you wouldn't be leveled to go to, but it would be more fun to be sailing if you could sail to the areas kind of there. If you look there where my cursor is in the middle, that's where we are. So if you could sail to the areas kind of around here, and they would all be like doable by landing on an area, and you could attack the fort or the town or whatever it might be, that would be fine, but they're not. So that's kind of a problem, because then what you end up doing is you're kind of sailing about a lot, and these ships you don't really want to attack because they're with companies or organisations that you want to be friends with, and then it's easy to run into ships that you are outgunned by or outmanned by. You can't board them because they've got too many soldiers, and you can't attack them because they've got much more hull strength and they've got much greater firepower. So yeah, I found that's kind of become a problem, because, and other than just land and pick up a few supplies, because if you go anywhere other than the other main settlement, which is called Dunwich, which is right over here, and that was hard to get to because I think I went there about 3 times earlier on, and I got ambushed by over-armoured ships and got sunk. I had to run away. So other than that, there's nowhere you can really land that I found to do much other than pick up supplies. So you're kind of sailing around hoping to run into other ships you can fight. You do get these bounty things, and I'll show you in the journal. You do get these bounty things. You can see there it says bounty, one I've actually done, a few I've done, which are fine. I've got to return to get my money from that one I haven't done, that one I think I did, that one I can't find. We'll come to that. So yeah, you can do these bounties, but again, that's more sailing about looking for them. It's not obvious where they are, and the way the map is, as I've just shown you, that makes that a bit difficult. As with this guy, Veen, I've been sailing around for like 15 minutes different times, then another 15 minutes another time because I gave up, looking for where he might be. But what with the map being muddly and the fact I don't know exactly where he is, that can become kind of annoying. So that's another little problem. And the other problem is that there's not an overwhelming amount of other things to do. These are ones I finished, so this is like the main chapter quest, but this is just the ongoing thing to kind of do. This one more thing to do in that, and then there's a few little bits and pieces. That one's a wait. That one you can't do until you find somebody, and I've not found them. I did look around. But there's not a huge amount of other things, so I don't know whether I want to do this sort of main chapter one, because if I progress, I'm not sure whether I'm the right level, but there's not a huge amount of other things to do, and I want to be leveled up just so I can attack things on land and attack even like that one grey skull area, but that would mean sailing around and finding ships that aren't going to sink me, and like I said, it's not got that good balance. It would be much better if you could attack on land things in a certain area, just like most games do, where there's areas you shouldn't go to at the beginning. But the fact that there's areas on land all around the place, including where you actually are, that you can't attack, but there's not any others you can attack, that means you're kind of stuck in this having to do sea battles, which like I said is fun, But like anything in any game, like the walking around up roads in Pathfinder, when you start that and you're having land battles with just random enemies on the road, it can be quite fun. But the further on that goes, it becomes a drag and it becomes just annoying. And this has kind of become a bit annoying because you're sailing around, you can't really see where you're going on the map other than you can work out islands, but you can't really know where anybody is. And even if you do, you can't know you're not going to get ambushed by someone who's a higher strength than you on the way. And it's not really anywhere you're going to find to land to do much other than pick up some fruit or get some water, because all the forts and towns and places you could attack on land that you haven't got to are over leveled. So yeah, I'm continuing to play it, but it's got a little bit kind of grindy. What I'm going to have to do is do the main kind of story mission, which is go to that, what was it called? Yeah, go to wherever it was. Let's see, go to the Serpent's Crown district. So I have to do that because there's not much more I can do just sailing about looking for people to attack in the sea. That's kind of, like I said, it's kind of got a bit old. So I'm going to do that, see what I get from that, see what progresses, and then we'll see where we are. But yeah, it's got that same. I like open world games. I really like. I even like Dragon Age, like the hinterland kind of. The first time I played it anyway, where you've got this massive area. That's just one area where you can just go anywhere and you can spend as much time as you want looking up little quests. And I don't mind that at all. I don't mind it in any game. But if you're going to do that, you need to have a lot of areas that you can attack or fight. And hinterland in Dragon Age Inquisition is a good example because you can go anywhere in that. It's the first main level. You can go anywhere there and basically be the right level to attack people, and if not, you only need to do one battle and you'll be leveled up enough to do it. But this isn't that, because you can't go anywhere even nearby and do anything, so they haven't got it like that. You've got an open world where even the open part of the world near you is over leveled. So it's, yeah, anyway, we're going to continue playing and I'll see where I get to, and I shall give you another update on my progress or lack of once I've done this kind of main mission thing, or at least I'm assuming it's that. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care for now.